855.
Brought to you by Little's Family Shoe Store, Forbes Avenue, Squirrel Hill, and U.S. Healthcare. You'll feel better with U.S. Healthcare.
Speak for yourself. Talk Radio 333 WTAE.
Hey, I'm not kidding about this. Thanksgiving time, of course. I know everybody and his brother says, hey, we need money this time of the year. But let me tell you something. It'd be nice to make Pittsburgh dinner, Pittsburgh Thanksgiving dinner period, happen for those less fortunate in Pittsburgh. We got a thing going called 10 for a turkey. Costs $10 for every turkey, and we got to feed a lot of folks via the Light of Life Ministries. If you'd like to help, we need a check from you. No cash, please. A check, $10 check. Make it out to Light of Life Ministries. Light of Life Ministries. Send it in care of WTAE Radio, Box 1250, Pittsburgh 15230. John and Baldwin, what's the guy's name?
Darren Lowe.
Darren Lowe?
Yeah, he was playing off the Canadian Olympic team, if I remember correctly.
Was he... Give me a time frame on the year. Was it 83 or was Mario here when he played?
No, it was before Mario. It was 84.
84?
Right after the Olympics. I think they signed him like a 10-game contract.
And he did play, right? I mean, he actually...
Yeah, he suited up a couple games. I think you said maybe he was a fighter, but I think he was more of a lover, which is why he didn't last.
That's why he didn't make it. Well, the Penguins have a history of those guys.
They had a lot of matadors in those days.
Okay, Darren Lowe. Thank you, John. Bye-bye now. I thought, for some stupid reason, that Mario was here. By the way, our Mario Lemieux hotline, in case Mario's listening to the show. If Mario remembers Darren Lowe.
Well, you know he's listening to the show.
I don't know that for fact. No, I hope he's listening to the show. But if Mario is listening, 333-WT. As our Mario, well, we just like to talk to Mario. I'd love to do an interview with Mario. I've said this many times. 333-WTAE is the Mario Lemieux hotline number. All right. The rest of you will just have to settle for 333-WTAE. But for Mario, because he's Mario, we give him 333.
People that are listening to you are guys like Willie O'Ree.
Yeah, if Willie O'Ree is listening to the show. I just
Darren Lowe.
I just read an interview with Willie O'Ree not too long ago. Yeah. See, they brought him up. Now, this is in the NHL. He came up in 56. This is before
I remember when he played for the
before
Hershey
my
Bears.
time. I mean, I was alive, but I mean, it's before my time in terms of being a hockey player. I was a little kid. But Willie O'Ree came up like 1 year, and obviously they were getting heat to put a black guy. They only had one black guy. That was Willie O'Ree. I'm almost of the opinion Willie O'Ree even played in the WHA, but I could be wrong on that.
I don't know. I remember when he played for the Hershey Bears, because I remember when I was a little kid listening to the Pittsburgh Hornets on, I don't know what station it was, and I can remember Joe Tucker doing the games, and I remember they played the Hershey, but Hershey was a tough team in the old AHL. They would always beat the Hornets.
Yeah, they were good.
Always beat and Willie O'Ree was on that team.
We did a bit one time about Jewish hockey plays. Of course, there have been I'd have been a handful of Jewish athletes, but try and name, 10 Jewish guys in the NHL. Right now, I can think of Hartman, and I don't even know where he's playing, Mike Hartman. And Balfour may or may not be Jewish. May or may not.
Andy Moig.
Oh, Matthew Schneider. Matthew Schneider. Probably the best Jewish hockey player in the history of the NHL.
Not Andy Moig.
Not Andy Moig. No, not Andy Moog, you dip. Hello, Gene in Greenfield. You're on WTAE.
Yeah, Doug, what's that guy's name? Bennett Wolf?
Oh, no, Bennett Wolf was a white guy.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, well, he was another lousy fighter in the Gary Risling mold. I remember Bennett Wolf well. Is the guy trying to be funny with that? Is there something funny about Bennett Wolf?
He was thinking of Bennett Cerf.
Bennett Cerf.
Could have been Bennett Cerf, yeah.
That would have been a better answer.
There's a fighter for you.
Or Brer Wolf. It makes no difference. So who was it? Now, the first black stealer, friend called
Ray Kemp.
Ray Kemp.
Yeah, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was. And then Willie McClung may have been a second. I have to go.
This is, by the way, the kind of stuff, if I'm a black guy listening to this show, all right, I'm saying to myself, there's something racist going on here, because I'm willing to bet the average black guy could not tell you this. The average white guy plays the trivia with this stuff
I think it's fascinating. I always enjoy it.
I think Willie from the Hill would know.
Willie from the Hill, you think would know?
I think he would know.
Willie's in defeat.
Well,
Willie's too in defeat.
Or Shecky might know from Squirrel Hill.
Willie's listening, huh?
Shecky from Squirrel Hill. About the Jewish ball players.
Shecky does not get on the air. Shecky does not get on the air anymore. We don't want to discuss Shecky. And the first black pirate was Kurt Roberts, or I never.
Well, there was a big controversy about that. The first
one was a Latin American.
That was Carlos Bernier, and he was the first really dark-skinned.
And Clemente,
athlete.
because he was Latino.
Right.
Okay, are we dealing with color skin?
But the Afro-American that was born in the United States was Kurt Roberts.
Kurt Roberts.
Kurt Roberts.
Okay, 52?
54, 55 he played.
Right.
Their first, 54. And he was actually he was a good prospect, and then he just couldn't hit. He was a pretty good fielder.
I'll tell you something. It just hit me. You talk about black outfields for a minute. In the 1950s, all right, more often than not, your starting outfield for the National League All-Star team would have been Robinson, Mays, and Aaron.
Right.
With Clemente. Who did I say? Robinson, Mays, Aaron. With Willie, with Clemente maybe sitting on the bench.
Right.
Is there another black outfield that was that good? In that era? Probably not.
No, well, later McCovey and them, but you know that was.
Yeah,
that
but I'm
came
talking
late
50s.
early 50s.
That was basically before.
That's not bad.
That's not too shabby.
Yeah.
That is not too
That's
shabby.
not shabby at all.
Yeah, not shabby at all. And maybe you'd have Jackie Robinson playing second base. Campanella be your catcher.
Yeah.
This is why, well, the National League integrated, I don't know why, but the National League just integrated a lot faster. They probably had more progressive, I don't know. Kathy in Pittsburgh, you're on WTA.
Yeah, staying in the ethnic mode, Doug. Why the chicken crossed the road?
Yeah.
To avoid the Brentwood police.
Ah, jeez. Good shot, Kathy. Thank you. Talk Radio 1250 would keep me traveling, I'll tell you that. Talk Radio 1250. By the way, something I don't understand. There's a gag order, all right? Did you hear that one? Why the chicken crossed the road to avoid the Brentwood police, Alan? Everybody has a gag order except this damn judge. Every night that judge is on talker, but nobody else can say a word. Everybody else has to do their Marcel impression.
Every time that you pick up the paper, he's on the front page.
He's on the front page. You're going, fine. Here's some, I don't get that.
TAE, Donardo weather.
It is so hot in here, there were times I feel like I'm going to pass out here. God, it's hot. Can we open that door? Let's just open that door and make everybody hot. It's terribly warm in here.
There's cooling again.
You know why it's so warm? Earth is here. You want to talk about hot? Eartha Jackson's with us. It's what the temperature's rising in the room. It's Eartha. Variable cloud and it's breezy cold with afternoon snow flurries. High of 39 down to 26 tonight with more flurries. More flurries tomorrow. High of 40. 36 at Talk Radio 1250 WTAE.
Speak for yourself. Talk Radio 333 WTAE. Doug Hoerth.
That's me, 3 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1, full 3-hour show today. AT&T Wireless users, by the way, WTAE or 9823. I see the warden. They had another good voice. I changed my mind. The old lady doesn't want me. Wants to stay in Chicago.
Wife wanted to stay there.
Wanted to stay in Chicago. In the meantime, this is. You want to turn that music down, please? Thank you. A Donegal, or is it Donegal?
Donegal.
A Donegal Township mother. Have you heard about this?
No.
Well, it's happening in Donegal Township. Where is Donegal Township?
It's up near
Somerset.
Somerset and them places.
Somerset?
Yeah.
All right.
No, you should
ever
ask,
been
where is Somerset?
Yeah, where's Somerset?
It's up in
It's east of here about 90 miles.
between Ligonier and
Ligonier.
Johnstown.
Okay. Is that a tourist area?
Yes. Donegal? Yes.
Yeah. Big on
It's up by the Johnny
Ski
Appleseed
area.
Hotel.
Ski area.
Johnny
You
Appleseed
familiar with
Hotel.
Seven Springs?
Seven Springs.
Seven Springs Hidden
Well,
Valley.
anyway, some things happened in Donegal Township not too long ago. Does
Tell
anybody know?
us about it, Uncle Dougie.
Anybody know? Well, a Donegal Township mother is suing Sheriff Eugene Kuhn.
No. They gave him back his bullets?
She's suing the sheriff.
I sued
the sheriff. She's suing Sheriff Kuhn for firing a high-powered rifle in her direction.
Oh, gee.
While she and her children were at a party near Kuhn's weekend home in Westmoreland County.
Wait a
That's why I
minute.
asked how much of a tourist trap.
How old is that paper?
It's today's paper.
Oh, God.
Well, that happened a while back, but the woman has now decided to sue. All right? Because let us keep in mind that Sheriff Kuhn, 66,
She found bullets in a birthday cake.
was convicted last year of criminal charges stemming from the November 6th, 9th anniversary coming up.
Anniversary.
Nobody was hurt. You may recall, nobody was hurt, thank God. He appealed the verdict and the sentence to the state superior court. Now, why the man just didn't shut up and say, maybe I drink too much or something like that, whatever. But he appealed. Jerry Purcell, the attorney for Judy Trabold, yesterday said he filed preliminary papers in the Westmoreland County Pathonetary's office to preserve her right to sue under the statute of limitations, which would expire Wednesday. Trabold, 35, and her children Benjamin Trabold and Jessica Trabold were terrified by Kuhn, who admitted in court that he fired 2 shots in the direction of the 4-year-old's birthday party. I know this is old, but it's still funny. Trabold told police that 2 shots narrowly missed her, and thank God, he was aiming at her. No, he wasn't. Travolta told police that 2 shots narrowly missed her and instead hit a tree over her head. She was showered with bark. Probably humiliated in the process. Travolta wants a jury trial. I mean, come on. It's 2 years ago this happened. The man apologized, so now you're going to sue the guy? I mean, come on. There's somebody's always looking to make a buck. Travolta wants a jury trial to recover unspecified damages from Kuhn.
Those dreaded bark injuries that
Those
you read
bark
about.
injuries are good, yeah. For emotional distress.
Well, if you get barked on, you'd be
That's
distressed
exactly
too.
right. The bark ruined her jacket,
That's right.
I guess. A full complaint will be filed later. Honest to God. James Ashton, Kuhn's attorney, said he couldn't comment on the suit because he hadn't seen it. Meanwhile, Ashton said that State Superior Court will hear arguments on Kuhn's appeal December 18th. Well, he's appealing the conviction. Again, I blame Sheriff Kuhn, too, all right? Guy screwed up, all right? Why don't he just take his medicine and, I mean, they gave him.
Yeah.
They gave him
Is he still the Allegheny County Sheriff?
No, you're damn
As far
sure
as I know,
he
he
is.
is.
I didn't know.
Don't you go partying over in Donegal
Don't you-
Township
don't you
either.
go
No,
barking.
the sheriff
Planned
still
on
has, sheriff still has his weekend estate up there, all right? But I mean, and the guy, again, he appealed the verdict, and I think he was given a slap on the wrist.
Right.
It wasn't
nothing.
It wasn't
It
a
was
big
nothing.
deal. It was nothing. So rather
He
than
claimed
take
he
it,
was just trying to blow out the candles with the air as the bullets zip by.
exactly,
you
thought it
know?
was a Red Ryder air gun or something
Well,
like that.
hide
But
the
in the
children.
meantime, the woman, I suffered emotional distress. I got hit by bark. I mean, what is that?
Is the second anniversary the lead anniversary?
The what?
The lead anniversary?
What's the lead?
Well, the paper to
Yeah,
glass.
paper. Like the first is paper, second's lead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Took a little time.
See, I did think Eugene Kuhn was sitting there one night
I am a bit slow.
saying, I think I'll go shoot at a kid's birthday
Yeah,
party, and he
I
did.
got nothing. Gene, you want to go in and play chess? Nah, there's a 4-year-old down here. I think I'll go shoot at some bark. You know?
I think that was premeditated.
See if I can scare the hell out of that lady down there. I mean, would you imagine? But
I can
then,
see W.C. Fields doing something like that, you know.
Ah, yes, I will sue with a little so-and-so for all these words. But the way we live in this, you know, this stupid country, this Jenny Jones thing, which will, I don't know what else to say. I did a bit on it yesterday, but Jenny Jones testifies before the court. It's criminal trial, this guy. And she comes across like a Stepford wife. I mean, she came
She
across
knew nothing.
as an absolute
Absolutely
idiot. And I
zero.
kept saying she had cortisone. She looked like she had, how do you say it?
Collagen.
Yeah,
It looks
okay.
like she had collagen implants gone bad.
Yeah.
It looked like they started to make lines and puffy little marks all over her face. And you're talking about Stepford wife. She was like 2 steps below an idiot.
She didn't even know where she
did-
was.
Well, what's your name? And she couldn't answer that. And the if
my
the
real
lawyer-
name or my stage name?
If
Yeah.
the lawyer was even hot and had even rehearsed his questions, he could have butchered her.
Yeah, there was a lousy. The lawyer that was questioning was all over the place. And again, I'm sure some of that was an act on her part. There's a lot of money riding on this. Not so much the criminal trial has nothing to do with money. It's the civil suit, and that's part of the absurdity of it. For those who don't know, they did this show. They bring a guy in, and everybody wants to be a star. Somebody has a secret crush on you. You want to come on the show and be a star? Yeah, I'll come on the show. Fine. So they tape the show, and it turns out that the person who has a secret crush on the guy is another guy. So his lawyer says, well, my client is a manic depressive. He was abused as a child. They always use that as a good excuse.
He was beaten.
And he was so upset that he felt compelled to blow this man's brains out, the guy who had the secret crush on him. So, again, it's garbage, but all these shows are garbage. I mean, these shows are contemptible, these Jenny Joneses and all the rest of it. She comes on, I have no input into my show. Just come out and do it. I read a script. I don't know who's on the show. They don't tell me till the night before. Pop, 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 pop. And ratings are not a concern to me. I don't care
No,
whether I
not
get
at
ratings
all.
or
No.
not. Right. I mean, right away they should have had her assassinated for lying on the witness stand. But she came across as an absolute yutz. I mean, it was just the most amazing thing to see somebody who allegedly has something of a brain come across as such a dipstick. I was really amazed. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? Listeners, well, fine. Give him a cookie and tell him to go away. No, it's this guy on the phone. Listen to WTA, which was WCA8. It's fine. We love you. Talk Radio 1250, WTA.